I click next, and you're going to see an error. Select list item. I'm trying to get the number 4 of a list of just link 3. So I've only got 3 things in my list, but I was trying to get the 4th one, right? In other words, when I click next, I'm not checking where I'm at. I'm just adding one to index and trying to grab the next thing. So it's cool for the first couple times I click next, but then it bombs out. So what I need is an if statement just to check to see where I am. Okay, so I'm going to grab an if, and what I want to check is to see where index is. Okay, so I'm going to copy this guy, and I want to see and make sure that index is small enough, right? I don't want to get too big. If I get to 3, I should just, I'm just going to stop. So if my index is less than or equal to the length of this list, then I feel like I'm okay. Okay. So I'm going to grab from lists. I'm going to grab the length of list block. And sorry, where is that guy? So the length of list block, and I want the list image files. Okay. So if index is less than it, then I'm going to go ahead and increment index and change my picture. So if index is 2, I'll change it to 3 and grab the 3rd picture. But the next time the user clicks next and index is 3, this is going to be false and I won't do anything. I'll just kind of stay where I'm at. So let's go ahead and go back and let's get this guy to restart. So I'm just going to trigger the designer to restart. Okay, I've got my first picture up. Let's just show the blocks. When I click next, that should change to the 2nd picture. Okay, click next again, 3rd. Okay, here so far we're back to where we were. Now hopefully when I click next, I'm not going to get that error message. Okay, good. It basically did nothing. Okay, so anyway, we are now traversing a list. Kind of the keys are use an index variable to keep a track of where you are. Every time on some event, maybe the user clicking the next button, maybe something else, maybe some game you're playing, causes the list to be incremented. Anyway, we're going to add one to the index and then go get that item from the list. Go get the indexed item from the list. All right, I'm kind of showing you how to walk through a list, and what's showing here is an app that lets you click on a next button and go to the next picture. So I just clicked it, went to the Golden Gate Bridge picture. Click it again, it goes to Alcatraz. And if I click it again, it kind of stops, right? And I've got this index variable, which is kind of keeping track of where I am, right? It starts at 1, then goes to 2, then goes to 3. And as soon as it gets too big, the next button kind of stops working. And what I want to show you is I want to make it so it'll just kind of loop around. So once it gets done showing Alcatraz, if you hit next again, it'll loop back to the front. Okay, so we kind of want to say, if I'm at the end of the list, set the index back to 1. Okay, what I'm going to do is, I know I'm always going to change my picture, so I'm going to take that out of the if, and I'm going to add an else here. Okay, and I'll just click on that blue icon and I can add the else. So if my index is small enough, if I'm not on the last picture, I'm going to add 1 to it. But if index is the same as the linked list, in other words, if index is 3, then I want to change index back to 1. I don't want to add 1 to it because there's no 4th picture. I want to loop back to the first one. So what I'm going to do is just grab a set index, and I'm going to just set index to 1. Okay, and now I think I should be able to loop around. So let's start from the beginning. So I'm going to go back to my designer. I also picked up my phone and switch that thing. So in my designer, if I kind of want to change things, I just need to make some setting change, and this will get my testing app to restart the app. And what it should show is the first picture, which is Coit Tower. Okay, now I'm going to click next, and now it shows the Golden Gate Bridge, the 2nd picture. So my index is 2. Click next again, and it's going to show Alcatraz, the third and last picture. Now before, if I click next, nothing would happen. Now I believe index will get set to 1, and I'll go grab Coit Tower again. So let's see, I just touch next, and there's Coit Tower. So I can just kind of flip around through all these pictures now because of the change I just made.